Hey there guys, welcome back to pixelpeepers. Today we're gonna try something different, something many Sony Xperia users are questioning all over the internet in forums, websites and YouTube channels. We are gonna try answering one question. Is there any Play Store camera app that can give better results for photos than the stock camera app Sony provides in their Xperia phones? We used the Sony Xperia XA2 Ultra, a 2018 mid-range with a pretty good sensor. As there are many camera apps that promise to give amazing results, we are gonna do this in short videos, each one for each major camera app. Today we'll focus on one of the best out there, Open Camera. Other camera apps will follow soon. Open Camera has three automatic shooting modes: Auto, DRO or Dynamic Range Optimization, and the classical HDR. We shot a picture for each one so we can get the best results from this app. So let's see what are the results. So let's get low light performance out of the way. Open Camera yields much worse results than the Sony stock camera. The Auto DRO pictures are underexposed, full of noise and lack detail and clarity that the stock photos have. The HDR photos of the Open Camera are well exposed, but they exhibit weird artifacts from the multi-frame processing, and colors are way off. The results are pretty clear, no need much explaining to do. In daylight the results are more balanced, but you'll notice a pattern. Sony sets the right exposure in almost every shot, while Open Camera's photos each have different exposures. The auto shot yields an underexposed photo, crushing the dark areas most of the time. Dynamic Range Optimizer boosts the shadows to acceptable levels, but brightening artifacts start to creep in. Also, colors are suffering from the DRO processing and change in tonality. Detail levels are comparable with the Sony stock photo, but the DRO and HDR photos exhibit noise even in well-lit situations. And this, combined with the low light results, leads me to believe that Open Camera has no noise reduction algorithm whatsoever. It's like shooting RAW, but without the wide dynamic range and the details benefits. The only photo from the third-party camera app that has something better than the stock camera is the HDR one, which consistently has better dynamic range. But keep in mind that this is the classical type of HDR, combining three different shots, and this means moving subjects are a no-go. I will leave you watch the other photos and see you at the end with my conclusion. So guys, this was the first test in our little quest to see if there is any better camera app than the stock camera for Sony Xperia phones. It was pretty obvious to see that Sony stock camera gives better results, especially in low light. I simply can't see a reason to use Open Camera on a Sony phone. Next test will be of another popular camera app, the camera